Barça, Barça, Barça.
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barça, the home of everything Barcelona. In this episode, we are first of all going to be discussing on Xavi's pre-match press conference ahead of Real Sociedad tomorrow in La Liga. The manager spoke about Pique, Pedri, Alves, Dest, and Garcia ahead of that crucial encounter tomorrow against Real Sociedad. We are going to be discussing on everything he had to say. Then, secondly, talking about defender Gerard Pique, it has been reported that Pique did ask the president of the Spanish Football Federation in another leaked audio that have just come out, telling him to call him up for that Olympics of 2018 and they should keep it a secret. We are going to be discussing on everything about that as we move ahead. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barça, Barça, Barça.
Barcelona are boosted by the return of two players for their trip to San Sebastian to take on Real Sociedad in La Liga. Gerard Pique has returned from injury, while Ronald Araujo has served his one-match ban on the weekend versus Cadiz. The two teams, as surprising as it may seem, are separated by just 5 points and 4 positions. Barca sits second in the table, while Sociedad are clutching on to 6th with 55 points. A win tomorrow could throw them over Real Betis in 5th place and put them in real contention for a Champions League spot, given the poor form of Barcelona, Sevilla and Atletico Madrid, all three of whom have 60 points. Ahead of that mouth-watering clash, Xavi did his due diligence with the media, answering questions surrounding the club and sharing his ideas for the game. Of course, we are going to be discussing on every quote, he spoke about. On Real Sociedad, the manager said Sociedad is a different opponent than Cadiz, Eintracht Frankfurt and Levante. They are a great team and they have a great coach. He said it's another final for us. Sociedad is a direct opponent for us in the race for the Champions League spot. Then talking about their recent poor form, Xavi said, I think we played well against Levante despite the pressure they put on us, but the Frankfurt game was not good, home or away. In front of Cadiz, the issue was mental. We did not go into the game with enough mental preparation. On their La Liga chances now, the ball said, it's almost impossible. Then talking about Gerard Pique's controversy lately, Xavi said, Pique is always an open person, always a headline. He's someone who is committed to the team, very focused and motivated, both on and off the pitch. We missed him recently. Do the leaks open doors for a conversation about referees' possible favoritism towards Barcelona? We talked about it earlier. The referees are trying to do the best they can. I'm not worried about that. Whatever you say, everyone has their own opinion. Pique spoke on Twitch and Rubiales held a press conference. I know Rubiales is a committed man and I think they are looking for the best for Spanish football. Then on Pique's live stream after the last game, Xavi said, it did not upset me. I have known Pique since we were teammates and I know how disciplined he is. On the contrary, such things impact him positively. He gets more excited to play. Then on how to motivate fans, Xavi said, by playing well and competing for second place, maybe it's not the competition we want to be in, but we want the fans to be on our side at least. On the players' morale, the boss said, motivating players is not easy when you are not fighting for trophies. We have to be humble and know that we are competing for second place. This is a sign that must be accepted. I am a person who wants to compete for titles. I want to remind you once again that in a short period of time, we beat big teams like Napoli, Villarreal and Sevilla. We had a great run of positive results onto the Cadiz game. Then talking about Dani Alves, he said, Dani did not play the last game because he had some muscle discomfort. Dest was also suffering some physical fatigue. Then on playing with 5 forwards versus Cadiz, he said, I would not call playing with 5 forwards a desperate attempt to score. We play with a pattern, rehearse a number of scenarios and look for solutions. In the last minute of the game, you have to take risks. On Pedri Gonzalez, he said, Pedri is an important player for me and the team. He is one of the best midfielders in the world, given his age. Then on possible signings, Xavi said, the administration continues to work for reinforcements for the future. We also have to find a formula to incorporate on the players that might come in. Then lastly, talking about Eric Garcia playing as a pivot, he said, we told you that. No, that's not true. It might have been an idea at one point, but we have it up. So those are the words from our boss Xavi Hernandez earlier today in today's press conference ahead of Real Sociedad tomorrow. A game that we must win, to ensure that we restart our momentum of winning the games and securing second spot. Because from what we can hear from the boss himself, we have already accepted that we are fighting for second place. There's no mention about a title, a potential comeback to win La Liga. That's so impossible, especially that crazy result against Cadiz on Sunday, coupled with Real Madrid's brilliant comeback win over Sevilla at the Sanchez Pizjuan on Sunday. And of course, with that, the title aspirations is completely wiped out. So tomorrow we need to focus and play well. And I think the mental strength was very bad when it comes to that Cadiz game, that Xavi needs to arrange that problem in tomorrow's game against Sociedad, which of course Sociedad is in, I think, 5th place or 6th place, and they are also in contention for Europe. So Barcelona don't need to joke at all with that game. That's a game that we need to go there with high spirit. We need to go there with competition to win the game, and of course secure our second spot, because now I think there are just 6 games left in La Liga, even though we have 7 games to play because we owe a game. So Barcelona need to win all those games so that they can take second place. So up to this point, the honest truth is, nobody can still guarantee that Barcelona will finish Champions League spot. It's still tough to call, because the way the team is right now, if Xavi doesn't do something serious, then it's going to be a disturbing end of the season, which I hope it won't. But of course, the way we will play tomorrow against Sociedad will determine how our season might end, because we need to, I think all the Barcelona faithfuls want to see a spirit of winning, a mentality of winning in tomorrow's game at the Anoeta. Of course, it's never an easy ground for Barcelona, but of course, going to that ground, we need to put our best in order to win and tight our grip in that second spot in La Liga. Then on to the next story of discussion. Gerard Pique has been under fire this week following a bombshell report from El Confidencial that has leaked his conversations with RFEF President Luis Rubiales. The two had been involved in corruption scandal surrounding the Spanish Super Cup being hosted in Saudi Arabia. They had reportedly pressurized the Saudi Arabian authorities to host the competition in the country, largely due to their financial gain. Pique had apparently bagged €6 million from the deal through his company Cosmos, whereas Rubiales was able to increase his salary multifold. On Wednesday, El Confidencial dropped another bombshell report, further leaking the conversation between Pique and Rubiales, in which the defender had apparently asked the RFEF president to help him get caught up for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Pique had retired from international football in 2018, shortly after Spain's elimination from the World Cup. But in the same conversation he had with Rubiales surrounding the Saudi Arabia deal, the defender had also wished his desire to play in the Olympics. The Barca defender wanted Rubiales to keep this a secret in order to avoid other players asking for the same. At the time, he had already learned about Sergio Ramos' desire to take part in the Olympics. Going by the statement, Ruby, I want you to talk to the coach and stay secret. If this leaks, other seniors would want to go too. It will become a problem for him too. Let's keep this between us and we'll talk when I'm in Madrid soon. You get it? You have no idea how much I want to play the Olympics. The under-21 is great. Did you see that match against Poland? We have to keep this secret. We can talk to the manager. It will make me so happy, don't you think? Said Pique in that audio clip. So in the end, neither Pique nor Ramos were able to take part in the Olympics thanks to the arrival of the coronavirus pandemic in early 2020, leading the esteem tournament to be postponed until 2021. So callers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please endeavor to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.